In the previous episode, we took down Stormweaver, and in today's episode, the juices are flowing. You know what I mean? Like, I am in the mood. I just took 30 minutes in the game just doing random stuff. I haven't built any more of our little shrine things. We'll get there. But what I did do is use an item that you guys told me about freaking ages ago. So I went and crafted the Ancient Masters map of the Lost King's Great Ancestors. What a name. So this is a Fargo's Mutant Mod map item, and you need the trifold map, goggles, sunglasses, suspicious looking eye, and a mechanical eye. And with that, it reveals the entire map, as you saw. So like, I could see everything, which is really nice. Why did I make this just now instead of way earlier? Well, that's because we got 2 comments that were telling me about there being an arena pre-built into the dungeon. So instead of just like going down and trying to find it, I decided, oh, let's just find it with this map item and see where it's at. So it's down here. It's fairly large, but if we compare it to the size of our current arena, it's kind of similar. And I don't necessarily know if I need a bigger arena. So I put a single, whatchamacallit, platform down, which should help. And we'll try Ceaseless Void in there yet again. Also made like a little like elevator down to it because it's just a pain in the butt getting down there. Also did a little bit of farming. So now I've got some healing potions, which is nice. And because we were running out, and I got all these set up. So I've got everything for the events. Why? Well, when it comes to crafting stuff, is it Spirit Essence? Yeah, there it is. So the Ascendant Spirit Essence, which we're going to need for many things, requires all this stuff. So we can get Polterplasm. We've already been getting that. Nightmare Fuel, Endothermic Energy, and Dark Sun Fragments are from the 3 events, right? So we're going to go do that. What's that? Oh, I see. I think I could, getting really close to being able to craft that if I can't already. Because the feather comes from Dragon Folly, Ruinous Soul. Oh, we just need to kill. Gotcha. But with the Ascendant Spirit Fragments, I can make the Chalice of Blood. I can make the Asgard Aegis, although we need the Cosmolite bars for that. I can make the Gauntlet, which is a nice upgrade. There's a couple other things in here, but I don't remember where it's at. Is it the Rampart? No, that's the Auric bars. We're getting there. Anyways, there's stuff in here. There's the Elysian Tracers once we get Cosmolite. So we have some upgrades that we could potentially do. There's also an Omega healing potion, although it requires 20 Supreme healing potions. Goodness, I'm already low on health potions at this point. The Godslayer stuff requires Cosmolite, right? So there's a few things in here that we can't quite make yet, but then there's a few that we can, because with the Ascendant Spirit Essence, that allows me to make the Chalice of Blood, and it allows me to make that Elemental Gauntlet. So I think we're going to try to push that down, get that done today. We'll see. Oh, this is the other melee one. So this one's just like hyper good, but again, it requires Auric. We're not getting that anytime soon. So what are we going to do? We're going to do the 3 events, and then we're going to try to do Ceaseless Void again. And another thing, I'm still sick, so I just had to go take care of my nose. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and do Solar. Oh, wait, one last thing. I got an excellent comment, which was to craft the Galactic Blade. This is an upgrade on the Star Wrath, which we happen to have after we killed Moonlord, and it just requires Divine Geodes and the Singularity, so we made that. Launches a barrage of comets from the sky, forged with the fury of nuclear chaos. It's pretty sweet. I like that a lot. See, these are the kind of suggestions that I really like. Every now and again, I appreciate the like, hey, this weapon is just overpowered and crazy good. You should use it. I like those comments every now and again when I hit certain breakpoints in the game. I'm just like, okay, I need to get past this boss that I hate, right? However, it's the comments that are like, hey, nobody has suggested this yet, but I think it's a really cool weapon that I think maybe you should check out. I 100% always go look at those weapons. I'm like, what is it, right? What is it that this random person or, you know, consistent viewer or whoever it may be is commenting to tell me to pick up? And I love those like random weapons that you find that nobody else is really using and aren't really on any guides, but seem really cool and are actually pretty good in certain situations. This seems like it. Why am I excited about this? Because it's going to make this event and a breeze, right? Because I could just sit here and rain hell down upon my enemies. It's also probably going to be pretty good versus Ceaseless Void. So that's another thing that I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all in on this. This seems fun. Okay, so here's the thing. I think these events don't drop the Dark Sun fragments and whatnot yet. I think I have to kill Poltergeist before it starts doing that. So we'll go ahead and end this event because I've been doing it for a few minutes. Also get it back to daytime. Turn off the rain. I don't know why it is with Calamity, but every time you log in on Calamity, it starts raining. It's really annoying. Thankfully, they give you that torrential tier so you can turn it off, but why is that? Why do they just always have it raining? Maybe it's like a weird bug and they haven't ever been able to figure it out. Also cleared out my inventory a little bit. You're welcome. I got a lot of hate for that over the last few episodes. I get it. I totally get it. I'm right there with you. So I'm going to take the Hide of Astrum Deus off because we're not going to be doing really any true melee. I think I'm going to put the Bloody Worm Scarf on in its place, and we're going to head to the dungeon. And yeah, so we're going to try to kill Ceaseless Void with this Galactus Blade. I think it's going to be pretty good, right? Because it kills the little boys. And then when I get to the point where the boss is doing its charge up, I think I'm going to switch to the Greatsword. I just think that the fact that the boss just sits there and hangs out in one spot means that that weapon gets significantly better. So I think, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, let's do this thing. Which weapon? There we go. Yeah, I like this, this weapon for this boss. Do these pierce? I don't know if they do. I don't think they do. Which I suppose it's all right. Is it better than the Defiled Greatsword? I don't know. But this part is definitely hyper good for the Greatsword. This is like the key is having some kind of weapon that can just whoop the boss's butt during this as much as possible. What's our weapon on? 3? Okay, so we're gonna switch back to 3 in a second here. And attempt to kill the little boys. Little ball boys. That doesn't sound right. Oh yeah, these like really get in on you though. I mean, I think it's really good. Because like we're already into the next phase here. Which I think, yeah, is hyper good. I just gotta actually be firing this weapon in the right direction and dodging. They definitely changed the dodging in this since the last time I did Ceaseless Void, which I'm okay with. It's cool. Okay, it's gonna get kind of intense here as we try to clear out more of the balls. Oh my goodness, I just keep getting hit by them. Are there more? Oh, you know what? There are more of them. Stop getting hit, Sam. Stop getting hit. Stop getting hit. No. No, stop. Okay, here we go again. Oh my goodness. I need to get down. I need to float back up. Please just get to this. Reset my flight. I was in a really bad spot there. I'm gonna have to do one more round of this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, is this the boss that has the gotcha? No, it doesn't. But it has one more phase. Ah, that sucks. I suck at dodging. So, I think it's not necessarily time-based on his, his phase of like, I'm just gonna sit there and charge up. I do believe it is percentage-based. I could be wrong on that, but if it's percentage-based, that means that we're running into the issue of we have that last phase that I just have to survive through. So I'm gonna need to like go full focus mode to get this boss down. Oh my goodness, we finally did it. Yay. I've been playing for 50 minutes since the last time I talked. That was intense. That was too much. That was too much. As you could tell, that weapon is insane for that boss fight. I was just having a hard time figuring out the dodging, honestly. I did eventually get it. Kind of. I got as much as I could, as you saw. And I'm pretty happy with that. But man, oh man, am I just like done with Terraria for a couple days. Ceaseless Void. A contained, previously inert portal sealed in the dungeon. The presiding cult kept it a closely guarded secret. Upon sighting the Devourer of Gods, their leader hurriedly led me to its chamber to reveal its existence to me. The portal led to the Devourer's home. It was identical to his, only ancient and perfectly stable. The serpent claimed it too was his creation. Its preeminence was a mistake, is a mistake he later rectified. But this rife was unquestionably far older than he. It had dated back to the golden age of dragons. Keep hearing about that. Not sure exactly what it means. His lie was thinned and forced. Something far more powerful than the Devourer was at hand. Its eerie persistence gnawed at my mind. It did not just threaten me, it threatened everyone, everything. Even when faced with blatant lies, and harrowing danger, I simply walked away and did not return. Interesting. I think all of this lore that they're throwing at us would do wonders if we were playing something like goodness, what's a good example? The Spirit mod is actually a pretty good example of that, but I think oh goodness, what is the mod I'm thinking of? You know what? I think it's Mod of Redemption that has like a bunch of text and not text, but like dialogue that pops up and stuff like that during boss fights and whatnot. I think that that's another good example of this. I like that a lot. So I think that all of this lore would do better or would be better served with something like that. But that might be too difficult to implement with Calamity. I don't know. Not a mod developer. Don't know how that particular mod interacts with Calamity. So it's a tough one. All right. So with this dark plasma, can we make anything? No. Of course not. We can make ceaseless hunger potions, which is pretty sweet, but we're going to be able to make our cosmic worm so we can summon the DOG. I suppose he's about next, right? Nope, Poltergeist first, I guess. Old Duke and then DOG. Oh man, Poltergeist though. I have not had a good run of things with Poltergeist as of the last 3 Calamity series that I've gone. So it's going to be an interesting one. All right. And then we also got the the evolution. Warding is the obviously pretext on it. You reflect projectiles when they hit you. Reflected projectiles deal no damage to you. The reflect has a 90-second cooldown, which is shared with all other dodges and reflects. After reflecting something, it grants 1 life per second regen and accelerated life regen for 5 seconds. If the same enemy projectile hits you again, you will resist its damage by 15%. Damn, let's put that on. As you could tell, I swapped a few things out here. So I was using the Hide of Astrum Deus for the insane melee damage that I'm capable of doing during that fight. I don't know if I did it during that particular attempt, but when he's doing his little charge up thing and he's like charging, if he happened to be above me and the platform was below me, I would stand on the platform and just smoke him. Like it would take all of, I don't know, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Like I'm not even joking, to get him to switch phases if I had just gotten hit. So the way to do it, if you want to cheese it, is you run into the boss as you're doing it and you just completely delete him. But as we learned, and as I had theorized, it is a percentage-based thing, so it takes all of 2 seconds to transition him, but you still have to go through all of the phases, so it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. All right, there's nothing else here I can make. I'm going to hold on to that because it ended up being quite good. We'll put the plasma in there, and then we got the summon weapon from that. So let's quickly take a look. Not that I'm going to do that fight anytime soon, unless I really need to. Depends on what weapons we got here. The mirror blade. Okay. The amount of contact damage an enemy does is added to this weapon's damage. Oh, that's interesting. You must hit an enemy with the blade to trigger this effect. Very interesting. So like DOG, if you hit it in the face, might be pretty good, right? Very interesting. Okay. Am I going to get it? No, probably not, but it's an interesting weapon. Unless you guys are like, hey, this is kind of like the Galactus blade. You should go get it. It's like, cool. Then I'll go get it. But yeah, I think Poltergeist next. Old Duke, I'm not looking forward to. Like Poltergeist and Old Duke, I'm not looking forward to. I like DOG, I like Yaron, Exomex and Calamitous. You know what it's like. So we got to get that going. Also, was there nothing? Yeah, so we have to kill Poltergeist for the events that start dropping stuff. Maybe DOG? I don't think DOG. I think it's Poltergeist.